When you think of Niccolò Machiavelli, what comes to mind? Many might picture a cunning strategist, a figure who embodies ruthless political maneuvering, or a ghostly presence whispering, "The ends justify the means," in the ear of a power-hungry ruler. While these images have some truth, they often overshadow a deeper understanding of Machiavelli's insights into human nature. His works, particularly The Prince, offer timeless lessons about people that we seem to have forgotten in our modern, idealistic narratives. Let's dive into these lessons and explore how they resonate today, often in ways we might not immediately recognize. The nature of self-interest. At the heart of Machiavelli's understanding of human behavior is the notion that people are primarily driven by self-interest. This isn't a cynical view, it's a realistic one. Machiavelli believed that individuals pursue their own desires, ambitions, and well-being above all else. This insight is crucial, especially in a world where we often expect altruism and selflessness. Think about it, in personal relationships, workplace dynamics, or political arenas, people typically act in ways that benefit themselves. Recognizing this tendency allows us to navigate our interactions more wisely. Rather than being disillusioned when someone acts out of self-interest, we can adjust our expectations and strategies accordingly. For example, when negotiating a deal, understanding that your counterpart is motivated by their own interests can help you craft proposals that appeal to those motivations. It's not about manipulation, it's about alignment. The power of perception. Machiavelli famously noted that a ruler's image is often more important than their actual qualities. It is better to be feared than loved, he stated, highlighting the complexities of how leaders are perceived by their subjects. This lesson is relevant far beyond the realm of politics, it permeates our everyday lives. In a social media-driven world, perception can shape reality in profound ways. Consider how people curate their online personas. Many present a polished version of their lives, often prioritizing how they appear to others over how they actually feel. In professional settings, the same applies. A confident demeanor can open doors, even if someone is struggling internally. Understanding the significance of perception encourages us to be intentional about how we present ourselves. It also prompts us to look beyond the surface in others, recognizing that their actions may be influenced by how they wish to be seen. Fear versus love. Machiavelli's assertion that it is better to be feared than loved has sparked endless debate. While love can inspire loyalty, it is often fickle and subject to change. Fear, on the other hand, can create a more stable form of control. However, there's a nuance to this idea that is worth exploring. In our personal lives, the dynamics of fear and love play out in various ways. For instance, in relationships, excessive fear can lead to resentment and rebellion. A balance is necessary. Love should underlie any relationship where fear is used as a tool for control. Yet, in leadership, a certain level of fear can enforce discipline. Think about the workplace. Employees might be more motivated to meet deadlines when there are clear consequences for failure. However, creating an environment based solely on fear can stifle creativity and morale. The key is to find a balance. Use fear judiciously, but let love and respect underpin your relationships. The role of fortune. Machiavelli's view on fortune, or luck, is another important lesson. He recognized that while skill and strategy are essential, fortune often plays a significant role in success. This perspective can be both empowering and humbling. In our lives, we often find ourselves attributing our successes to hard work while blaming failures on bad luck. Machiavelli challenges this binary thinking. Instead of seeing fortune as an uncontrollable force, we can view it as something we can prepare for. By staying alert and ready to seize opportunities when they arise, we can influence our destinies. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces unpredictability and remains open to chance, allowing us to adapt and thrive in changing circumstances. The consistency of human nature. One of Machiavelli's most striking insights is his belief that human nature remains constant over time. People are motivated by the same basic desires: ambition, greed, the thirst for power. This understanding is crucial in navigating both personal relationships and political landscapes. In today's rapidly changing world, it's easy to overlook this constancy. We might think that technological advances or societal changes have altered how we behave fundamentally. However, at our core, we remain driven by similar impulses. This realization can guide us in our interactions with others, reminding us that the motivations behind actions often remain unchanged, regardless of the context. For instance, in conflict resolution, understanding that the parties involved are likely acting out of self-interest can help mediators find common ground. By appealing to those motivations, solutions can be crafted that address the needs of all involved. Pragmatism over idealism. Machiavelli is often critiqued for his pragmatic approach, which prioritizes effectiveness over morality. His belief that leaders may need to make morally ambiguous decisions for the greater good can be troubling, especially in an age where we champion ethical leadership. However, there's wisdom in his perspective. Life is not always black and white. In many situations, leaders face tough choices where the ideal solution may not be feasible. In business, for example, companies often have to make decisions that benefit the bottom line, even if they aren't ideal from a moral standpoint. Recognizing this complexity can lead to a more nuanced understanding of leadership. It encourages leaders to think critically and strategically, weighing the consequences of their actions against the potential benefits. This doesn't mean abandoning ethics, rather, it's about understanding that sometimes, difficult choices are necessary for progress. The need for strong leadership. Machiavelli believed in the necessity of strong leadership, especially in times of chaos. A decisive leader can create order and direction, guiding people through uncertainty. This lesson resonates today, particularly in our turbulent world where effective leadership can mean the difference between stability and chaos. In our daily lives, we can apply this principle too. Whether in the workplace, at home, or in community settings, taking initiative and demonstrating decisiveness can inspire others. People often look for guidance during uncertain times, and showing confidence can help rally a team or community toward a common goal. Conflict is inevitable. Machiavelli understood that conflict is a natural part of human interaction. Instead of trying to avoid it at all costs, he advised embracing it as an opportunity for growth and resolution. This perspective is especially relevant in our personal and professional lives, where misunderstandings and disagreements are commonplace. In a workplace setting, for instance, conflict can lead to innovation. Different viewpoints can spark new ideas and solutions. Embracing constructive conflict rather than shying away from it allows teams to address issues head-on, fostering an environment where diverse opinions are valued. Moreover, in our personal lives, learning to navigate conflict can strengthen relationships. Rather than viewing disagreements as threats, we can see them as chances to understand one another better and build deeper connections. Adaptability. Machiavelli championed the importance of adaptability. In his view, successful leaders must be able to adjust their strategies in response to changing circumstances. This idea is as relevant in today's fast-paced world as it was in the Renaissance. In our personal and professional lives, flexibility is crucial. Consider the rapid changes brought about by technology and globalization. Those who cling rigidly to old ways often find themselves left behind. Instead, cultivating a mindset of adaptability, being willing to learn, unlearn, and relearn, can open new avenues for growth and success. The influence of history. Finally, Machiavelli emphasized the importance of history in understanding human behavior. He believed that studying past events and decisions can provide invaluable lessons for the present. This lesson is often neglected in our fast-paced world, where we might prioritize immediate results over historical context. Incorporating this perspective can enhance our decision-making processes. By learning from historical examples, both successes and failures, we can make more informed choices in our lives. Whether in business, politics, or personal relationships, reflecting on history allows us to draw parallels and avoid repeating past mistakes. Conclusion: Rediscovering Machiavelli. As we explore these lessons from Machiavelli, it becomes clear that his insights into human nature remain remarkably relevant. In a world that often emphasizes idealism and optimism, it's essential to remember the complexities and realities of human behavior. Understanding self-interest, the power of perception, the balance of fear and love, and the inevitability of conflict can equip us to navigate our personal and professional lives more effectively. Embracing pragmatism, adaptability, and the lessons of history can lead to wiser decision-making. Machiavelli may have been a controversial figure, but his understanding of human nature offers a wealth of knowledge that we can apply today. By rediscovering and embracing these insights, we can foster deeper connections, make more informed choices, and ultimately, live more meaningful lives. So, the next time you find yourself navigating a complex situation, remember Machiavelli. His lessons might just provide the clarity and perspective you need to see beyond the surface and understand the intricate dance of human nature.